guys, today we are going to be doing a first impression and a get ready with me video all in one. I am going to be giving you guys my first impression and review on the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation and also the NYX Got You Covered Waterproof Concealer. I am wearing both of them right now. It's still pretty early to tell how it's all going to turn out, so if you guys want to see my get ready with me, how I did this quick simple face, and if you're curious to see how these two products worked out on me throughout the day, then just continue watching the video till the end and we'll find out together. So for me personally, I like full coverage, so I'm hoping that that's enough. This foundation is a pretty wet consistency, so that's why some people said that they did not want to use a sponge to apply, because they felt like it was going to really soak up into the sponge. But it doesn't really look that bad. I mean, my sponge is kind of stained. So there is, I would say that that was like 4 drops, which is supposed to be full coverage. But I did apply the 4 drops to one side of my face and it still doesn't really seem full coverage. But you can tell that it did correct some of the discoloration. So I'm actually going to go in with some more. I'll just do like 3. I think that the shade that I picked looks a little bit light for me, but I feel like it might oxidize a little bit, so it might end up looking like my perfect shade. So here is the 8 drops total on the right side of my face, and you can definitely tell a difference as far as covering discoloration and stuff. It did cover a lot. Honestly, I think I might go in with a couple more drops just because I like that really full coverage look. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do one there and one there, and it's going to drip into my eyeball. I feel like the discoloration is mostly like around my eye, obviously, and then around my nose. That's where we're going to apply the most of the foundation. And I actually, like, in person, the foundation looks like a perfect color for me, but in the camera, it looks white on this side a little bit, so that's kind of weird. But how many? That was like 10 drops of foundation on one side of the face. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the same to the other side. Obviously, you can tell that it did cover my discoloration and scars a little bit, so I'm just gonna go ahead and like call that 3, maybe 4. Okay, so here is my face with both sides done. It does look pretty white in camera, but like I said, in person it looks like the perfect shade. I don't know if it's the lighting washing me out or what, but this side did kind of dry down to a slightly dewy kind of look and feel. So I'm just gonna let this be, and I'm gonna go in with the concealer now. This is the NYX Got You Covered concealer. It's supposed to be waterproof, and this is the shade Ivory. So I'm just gonna go in underneath my eyes. That's like the only area that I apply concealer is underneath my eyes. I'm going to get my Airspun powder ready to set my under eyes. I love this stuff, and I like to apply it with a sponge, just a dry sponge. So for concealer, I do typically like a lighter shade just so it brightens up my under eye area. So I think the shade is actually perfect for my preference. I actually like the coverage of this. It looks crazy right now because it's not set, but you can tell that it did cover up my under eye area. I mean, I know there's concealer here, but it's not blended, so you can see like the difference. I think I got concealer on my contact lens. Yeah, I like the coverage. I like the concealer. I'm just gonna go ahead and set that quickly, and I'm just gonna let this sit here. It looks crazy right now, I know, but I'm just gonna let that kind of bake or cook or whatever you want to call it just for a minute while I'm blending the other side. Alright, so I look pretty crazy right now. I look really washed out, but that's kind of something that happens when you apply a bunch of makeup without like contour and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead now and brush this off, and I just take the excess powder from underneath my eyes and just blend it all over the rest of my face to set the foundation. The foundation does still feel a little bit dewy, but I didn't really set it that much. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my makeup, but first I want to like wipe my lips off because I look crazy right now. So we're gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of my face. I'm going to do a get ready with me for this portion. So I'm just gonna kind of do my thing. I'm using the NYX, what is this called? Eyeshadow base in white, but I'm gonna just go for a quick neutral look today because I'm going to do a festival transformation look later on. So I'm just gonna use my Too Faced chocolate bar palette to do my eyes. I'm gonna take this matte cream color and apply it to my entire eyelid. This is just a quick kind of an eyeshadow look that I do when I'm in a hurry. So basically I just apply that eyeshadow shade on my lid and in my crease and up on my brow bone. I kind of avoid the outer corners because I'm going to put another shade there. Then I'm going to take this fluffy blending brush and I'm going to go in with this shade in my crease. I'm going to set that brush aside because I am going to use it again in a second. Then I'm going in with this tiny blending brush and this dark brown shade. And I'm just going to pack that onto my outer corner, blend it just a little bit, and then I'm going to go back in with that bigger brush and this light brown shade. Sorry about the mirror, you guys. And I'm just going to go circular motions on my outer corner. Like I said, this is the look that I do when I'm in a hurry, but I still want to have like eyeshadow on. It's like 4 colors and it's really simple. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply some eyeliner. This is the this is the e.l.f. Expert Liquid Liner. I believe it's like oh no, they changed it. It's $2 now. It used to be $1. So my wings on the ends of my eyes, they kind of look crazy, but I'm going to fix those after it all dries. So I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows now. I'm talking really fast. I'm doing everything really fast. I'm going to take this light brown and put that on the front of my brows. And then I'm going to take that dark brown and put that on the middle and the end of my brows. The brow makes like an instant transformation because it's not all whited out right now. Like, do you see the difference? That is an insane difference. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara because that is going to be another huge difference in the makeup. I think brows and lashes make the biggest difference in the world. My dog just shook. So I'm going to use this Maybelline Big Shot Colossal Mascara, the one that Manny MUA is in the advertisement for. I like this mascara, I just feel like it could have been a little bit better. I feel like it does separate the lashes really well. Oh crap. It separates the lashes really well, but it doesn't really make them look very thick. Okay, so I definitely need to clean up the eyeliner on the ends, so I'm just going to take more of this NYX, what is it called? Got You Covered concealer, the one that I used underneath my eyes. Put it on the back of my hand and then just use a brush to clean up those wings. The wings look a lot sharper now. And this mascara, I just take like a spoolie and scratch it off and it's gone. And now we're going to move on to my favorite part of my makeup, which is kind of weird, but the contouring, because I just like how it transforms your entire face. So I'm going in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour. I'm going to use this brush by Kala and contour with it with this first shade. And just put that in there. So I'm going to take this little Anastasia brush. I actually think that this came in one of my Anastasia palettes, but I like to use it for contouring my nose. Which side just depends on my mood. Today I'm going to use the larger side. And I'm going to go in with that same contour shade and just kind of go down the sides of my nose. The closer you make those two contour lines, the slimmer your nose is going to look. I just kind of put that on there and then blend it with my finger, and then I sometimes take the smaller end with a highlight shade and just put that down the center of my nose. So that's pretty much, oh no, it's not pretty much it for my makeup. I forgot my highlight. So for my highlight, I'm using the Precious Petals highlight from Wet n Wild and this humongous fan brush. And I'm just going to pop that on right there on my nose, chin, lip, other cheekbone, just everywhere pretty much. And there is my look of the day. Like I said, this is just my really quick get out the door kind of a makeup look. I don't even have anything on my lips, but I guess I could line them. And I just kind of overdraw my lips just a smidge. And that is my natural everyday in a hurry makeup look. My hair is really flat today. So here we are zoomed into my face. I just wanted to give you guys a close-up of how the foundation and concealer look. So again, we have the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation and the NYX Got You Covered Concealer. I actually really like the way that it looks. It does look a little bit kind of cakey around my nose, the corners of my nose. I don't know if you guys could tell. But other than that, I think it looks really good considering that I did apply 10 drops to each side of my face. That's a total of 20 drops of foundation on my face, which is a lot, but considering the amount that I applied, I think it looks really good and not too cakey. It does look a little bit cakey around here where I applied my highlight, but I think that's just the highlight accentuating everything. Also, another thing, I did not apply any sort of primer at all. I just went straight into my face with the foundation, so I actually think it looks pretty good. So I am going to be checking in with you guys every once in a while throughout the day, or maybe just once at the end of the day, to show you guys how everything is holding up. But so far I am impressed and I really like this foundation. I think it looks good. The color looks good, especially with like all the contour I added. It makes it look not so washed out. But fingers crossed that this turns out to be a good foundation. So I am going to go ahead and end this portion here. I will check in with you guys later toward the end of the video and we'll see how everything looks. Okay you guys, so I am back. It has been a total of 7 hours since I have last spoken to you, and it was a pretty crappy day outside. If you guys want to see how my day went, you can go ahead and check out my vlog channel, which I do have it linked down below. I vlogged my whole day, and you will see that it was raining. I got rained on. My hair is kind of like fluffy now because it was soaking wet. My face did get wet too. Hey guys, so I am just checking in with you guys to show you how everything is going with the foundation and concealer. It has been about 3 hours now since I applied my makeup. I've been out shopping around in the rain. I got poured on by the rain. My face and hair was all wet, and the foundation's actually looking pretty good considering the circumstances. There's this like pimple in the middle of my eyes. I don't know what's going on with that. It's not covered very well, but I don't remember it being this bad earlier on in the day either. But so far everything looks pretty much intact. There's a little bit of like fading around my nose, but that's kind of like I've been sneezing and stuff, so that's part of it too. But as you can see, everything's holding up well. I'm gonna stop vlogging now because someone's about to pull up next to me. But yeah, you guys can check out my day on my vlogging channel. I have it linked down in the description, so you guys can check that out if you're interested. As far as the foundation, I think it looks really well considering the weather. I've been like sneezing and itching my face a little bit, and I don't really feel like any of it moved. There is a little bit of a clinging to the dry area. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a second for you guys, but this pimple like came out of nowhere. I think it came up like throughout the day or something. Either that or I just wasn't noticing it earlier. But you can see that little spot between my eyes, and there's like a little bit of a dry spot there where the foundation kind of looks like it's clinging and accentuating it a little bit. I do look a little bit more shiny in my T-zone, which is obviously the T down the center of the face. And the sides of my nose here, I do get a little bit shiny here too, so it did cling there a little bit as well. But so far, I mean, considering wearing it for 7 hours, I think that the foundation looks really good. So I am happy with this, especially considering that I used 20 drops of it on my entire face. I think it looks good considering the amount of product, being rained on, being out all day. I'm pretty happy with it, and the concealer looks super good to me, you guys. I love how brightening it is. Normally my concealer is kind of like worn off, and you can see my dark circles pretty well by now, but I think it all looks really good. I mean, if I just touched up, I'm gonna zoom in and show you guys what I'm talking about, the like clinging, and then I'm gonna go ahead and touch up with some powder, and let's see if that really refreshes it or not. So I don't know if you guys can see, like, I am shiny in my T-zone. There's a little bit of clinging here and here especially, but it's not like super dramatic clinging. It's just like the oil and the dryness kind of make everything stand out a little bit more. So I am going to go in with a little bit of a powder. I'm going to use this CoverGirl Smoothers powder and just this little brush. And I'm just going to pack that on those shiny spots. And honestly, after just touching up my T-zone with a little bit of powder, I think it looks super good. Like, I'm actually impressed. Now, like I said earlier, I know that there have been a lot of mixed reviews, but I think it really depends on your skin type. Like I said earlier a few times, I have more of a normal skin type. I don't really get oily, just kind of slightly shiny in my T-zone. So I think that if you do have oily combo skin, this might not really work out for you. I think you might just look like a big shiny ball. I mean, if you touch up quite a bit, it should be fine, but I wouldn't really recommend this if you have oily skin. I think that if you have more of a normal type skin, this will work for you, because I honestly really like the way that it looks on me. I haven't touched up at all throughout the day except for just now on camera. My first impression on these two NYX products is a thumbs up. I really like these, and I think that I'm going to be using them every day from this point on. So thank you guys so much for checking out this video. I hope that you did find it helpful. If you did, make sure you give me a thumbs up, and make sure that you are also subscribed to my channel. And I will be seeing you guys in my next video very soon. Bye guys.